yourself, but you need to tell your story to inspire others.
And I really want to tell this story to help pave the way for the future. Because you and I aren't going to be here.
But you see, you're paving the way.
And we got to have these young people come up behind us.
Yes, yes.
Leave them with a roadmap.
It's the legacy. But if you don't want to step up and tell your story about what has happened and what you've accomplished, then there's no legacy that they can follow behind. This is about good community programs. No, it's bigger than a good community program.
This is about social justice.
Hey,
what you and I are doing is social
justice. It's about human advancement. Okay? There's another word, not advancement, that I want to use. But you've had a human struggle that has had a far-reaching nature into what you do and the importance of it. You know, all of this is it. And I've never asked about your particular health issues and things that are going on. But all of those are so important to who you are. You understand? Mm-hmm. Do you know all of the people who have things that they feel that is hampering them from accomplishing, to see you do this and make this happen no matter what?
But you know, man, one of the things I've learned in the last few years, the invisible disabilities sometimes are just awful. Yes. You know, those mental health problems that affect people,
yes.
the pride,
yes.
the just so much that's built in our culture to keep them down and keep them in their place.
But if you and people like you don't speak up and start telling them why they could get up and do something, then that invisibility is a saying to them that you can't. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That you can't. And you see, this is why who you are takes precedence over a lot of the other just community stuff. You know, we can talk good community talk because we've been involved in the community. But what you're doing is bigger than just community talk, okay? It's about what we've overcome to be able to do what we're doing, okay? That becomes the real story. You know, when I took myself up off the mat in the city mission on the floor and decided my mind had brought me there, so my mind had to take me out, and the steps that it took for me to climb out of that rabbit hole, that's the real story. All those other things are wonderful things. Mm-hmm. But the real accomplishment was coming out the rabbit hole.
Coming out of the rabbit hole.
Coming out the rabbit hole. We were put in rabbit holes. Mm-hmm. And if we didn't have the strength of character and faith.
I was that kid that was adopted,
yes.
that was abandoned to foster care.
Listen.
I wasn't going anywhere, wasn't doing anything.
Come on. You're
Went
supposed
to
to be...
SCC, crawled my way through there.
First of all, you need to start to put it down in a book. Okay?
Well, it's funny you say that because I've been writing some stories
over
the last 7 years.
Yes.
Somebody told me this a while ago.
Yes.
I started writing these stories called Letters to My Adopted Children.
Yes.
And they're all stories about things that happened in my life and when I went left and I should have gone right.
Right.
And times when I went right and I'm glad I went right.
Yes.
And how it paid out and what I learned from it. So I've been developing some stories. And
these are the things to me are as important as the programs we build to help other people. Okay? And this, you know, in the book As a Man Thinketh, there's a phrase in there that I love, and it says, circumstances does not make the man, it reveals him to himself. And this is what this is all about. The fact that we have sometimes gone over insurmountable circumstances to stand there and then come back and help others.
And I've also done that because I also had people
in the
community that loved me and helped me.
Listen, the thing is that...
believed in me.
Brother, you know, in life, you need at least one person to believe in you. Mm-hmm. Okay? So therefore, but you see in the one story, it talks about all of those things. That's why if you're not willing to speak on what the Creator has done for your life, then what good is a program?
You know, Nadine was up here earlier this
Yes.
morning. I love Nadine.
Oh, I do.
She loves you too.
Hey, listen,
Oh.
I do, okay? And you see, this is why I'm saying that what you've done and accomplished, in spite of, I remember when you were starting this nurturing father, going to the classes and everything, and all these people were all against what you was trying to do.
And, you know, it was this room that all started. You said to me, Wills, I need help figuring out how to get these state grads.
Okay,
I need some numbers, man.
Hey, and this is where we're at. We're at that point where now we're moving forward.